In this video, I'm going to be showing this Flintstone inspired nail art design. On my pinky finger, I have Fred. On my ring and middle finger, I have Pebbles and Bam Bam. On my index finger, I have Dino, and on my thumb, I have the car. I love Flintstones. I grew up watching them, and so did my mom, and so did my grandma. So, the polishes that I use for this design are Sally Hansen's Sunkissed, Essie's Licorice and Blanc, Zoya's Elena and Mateo, Soku and Chanel, Jack, Orly's Lion's Ear and String of Hearts. I use the Orly rubberized base coat and the Essie quick dry top coat. For my thumb, I just did the Flintstone Mobile, which I was actually really happy with how this turned out. I will say though that I was definitely a little bit bummed because I was expecting the car to be bigger on my thumb and I made it a little bit too small, but that's okay. So I started off with two dots of the beige polish for the wheels, and then I did the red to create the wood framing of the car and just added those type of details with the detail brush. If you look at a picture of Fred's car, you'll see the little details, but because this car was supposed to be looked at from sideways on my thumb, I just did as many of the decorations as I could. So I'm adding the seat, the steering wheel, and then I added the white piece of fabric that's in the back of the car. And I also added a few dots of the white to the top of the car to create like the roofing. For Dino, I just did some black polka dots indicating the spots on his back. For Pebbles, I just did half of the orange and the black, and then on the orange I just did black polka dots, and then I wanted to kind of create like a ruffled pattern look on the I guess you could say her pants. So, and then I made the mistake of realizing that this polish is very sheer, and it was not going to work out. But we're just going to call that a nail fail. This orangey yellow polish was actually from the Orly's Wild Nature collection. There are a lot of people who have swatched this collection and said that it is sheer, and it is. For Bam Bam, I just did like an angled French tip, and then I made a mistake here again. I completely reversed the way that the strap around him was supposed to go. So the thicker end of the strap was supposed to go by his pants, and the thinner end of the strap was supposed to go by his shoulder. I completely reversed that by accident, but we're just going to ignore that. I did that with the brown polish, and then to create the look of the bones that are coming out on either side of it, I just took the white nail polish and created like a V shape on either side, not connecting it because it looked like it was going through the fabric. And then once that was done, I took the dotting tool again with the black nail polish, and I created what looked like a leopard print basically on his pants. For Fred's outfit, I just did his classic black triangle, I'm going to say print. I wanted to keep this really, really simplistic. I just did this random pattern all over my pinky finger. You can do this whole design if you want to with a toothpick or a small dotting tool if you wanted to. I didn't add that many stripes because I didn't want to overpower the yellow or the orange. And then I took the blue polish, Mateo from Zoya, and I created his tie or his collar. And that was all I did. So like I said, this is me adding the fast dry top coat. Like I said, I grew up with Flintstones, so did my family, and it is one of my all-time favorite TV shows. And I just really wanted a nail art design inspired by it. So, yeah. That is all I did. Like I said, the car was not as big as I expected it to be. That was an accident.